the Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule. It says roughly 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes. Well, this appears in other things too. Very early in my channel, I did a video where I talked about how 80% of speculators will lose money, right? 80-20 rule. So I had incorrectly assumed that because most people don't invest in precious metals, those few who invest in precious metals will make money in the markets. Well, that 80-20 rule applies to all markets, no matter how big and no matter how small. So in the precious metals market, people who try to make money, 80% will lose money. And I've got a lot of people I watch on YouTube who are in the 20% who make money in the precious metal markets. And some of them get very upset for being trolled and attacked. Well, if they know the 80-20 rule, they know 80% of the people will be losing money if they're trying to make money in precious metals, and those people, some of them will become trolls. They'll become angry at the 20% who do make money. So we look at subscribership on YouTube, right? When the silver took off, this is silver here took off, there were people who discovered that by appealing to the 80%, they could ramp their views up. Their business model was appealing to the 80%. And when silver almost hit 50 and started falling, they could increase their base from their 80% pool by making fun of the 20%, attacking the 20%, and the people who are not making money, they would like that. They want to hear these people making money in precious metals. They want them to be called shills and whatever, because they're losing money in precious metals, and they want their biases confirmed. Well, if you want to make money in precious metals, you cannot have your biases confirmed. You have to, to be that 20%, you have to step away from the crowd. So, in 2011, one of these things here, this is an American Eagle, could buy 32 of these things, right? One of these could be turned into 32. Right now, August 19, 2014, one of these will turn into about 66 of these things, right? So the gold to silver ratio was about 32 in 2011. Now it's about 66. What that does is that creates a huge opportunity for you to double your stack if you can be in the 20% and not in the 80%. And to be in the 20%, you got to realize every time you do it, it might not work. And you have to accept that and not get emotional. So right now, the gold to silver ratio is a very powerful thing. Okay, so I just want to say that, and I do want to say is I am the 20% that does well in precious metals. And I have, this 20% is a very big estimation. It's a huge estimation. But I'm the 20% who does well in precious metals so far. And I want to stay in that 20%, and I realize that I can fall out of that 20% if I start fooling myself or thinking I'm some kind of financial genius. One of the things is you got to stay humble. So right now, this can get you 66 of these things. All right, talk to you later.